When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Spartans will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Fresno State's offense will get the first possession of the game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Looking to buy time. Fires downfield. Got his man. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Caught near the sticks. It's McClain. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Fires toward the end zone. In with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Fresno State.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll leave it with the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Collier. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all,
and the pass rush. He is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Steps away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it along the sideline.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive throw.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. It's caught. Stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Gonna run it. It's Watson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big.
And it's slipped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You had to wonder about this guy's confidence coming into this one. He put it on the ground in their last game. They lost. He had to hear about it all week long in the media, and now he's just put it on the ground again.
A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Now sliding to his left. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Gonna let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To the air, it's Nelson. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. The short hands, it's McClain.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the...
Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw again. He's got him. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's McClain. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Bulldogs have it in scoring position on first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. As they come to the line on third down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Fresno State. Quick strike through the air for the score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Watson. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Smack and runs through another guy. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Childs. Got him downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after they play up top. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Sparty! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
35, Michigan State, 7.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Right on the money. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Nelson. The short hands, it's McClain. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Touchdown, Fresno State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And with time running out here in the second quarter, they'll just take a knee. Down on the scoreboard, they'll try to regroup in the locker room at halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 8. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession and try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible.
It's caught. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Childs. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Handoff to the single back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the tailback. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now
turning it on. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Fresno State will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Finds his tight end. On the move at the 30. Oh, there's an alley on the left. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Looking for a man. It's Child. Got his man in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Punt is in the air. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your play.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Boyd. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The Spartans are marching down the field. They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's Boyd. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets open down the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this, he can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there, and that's why they're so tough to stop.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Buckley. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
And he makes the extra point. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Looking down the middle. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They get to him as he throws. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Webster. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Heaves it deep. Brings it down on the right side. Seizing an open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Good enough for first down.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Boyd. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Rushes on him. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Deep shot for the end zone. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. There he goes. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Diving for the goal line, and the ball's knocked free.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Off the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the lone running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Leaves it with the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.